Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for March 19th, 20th, and 21st. So that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, I'm using my two Radley Valentine decks. I will use my Angel Tarot cards for the main message. I will pull one from my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I'll also pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, I've prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Just remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job is just deliver the message to whoever out there may need to receive it. Now, a couple of things is that I'm sorry these videos are late. I had some computer problems earlier in the week. And the good thing though was, that my husband said, basically, I think it was last week, said, I think you need to have a new computer. So this week when I was having my problems, he just was working really hard to get the computer updated, or I should say, put together, because it's a new computer. And I had to then download all the software, and now we will see if everything is working the way it needs to go. Okay, so that's one thing. The other is that we're going to have, yes, you're going to have a busy weekend. I will be getting out my Aries readings. Aries season starts the 20th, which is Saturday, and it will start at 5:37 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, along with that, and I think it's like within the same minute, 5:38 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, for the Northern Hemisphere, the spring solstice or equinox occurs. For the Southern Hemisphere, I guess that would be the fall or autumn equinox. That is where light and day are equally matched. And as the northern goes into more and more of the spring, then there will be more light, then there is the darkness, and conversely, just the opposite for the people in the Southern Hemisphere. Now, I do feel that there's going to be some major changes because remember, Aries is the beginning of the astrological year. And we have all been feeling, so many of people on my comments, and I'm so sorry I wasn't able to get to the comments. As I've said before, I can read them on my phone, but my phone is older technology. It's not a flip phone, but it is older, so it's a little harder to answer. So I wait till my computer is working to do that. I do read them though. So with this though, where was I going? Anyway, more and more of you have been feeling the energy shifting. There's been more and more, picking up signs, intuitiveness, whatever, that things are changing. Again, this isn't I feel, this is more factual. Pisces is the end of the astrological year, and we are ending that astrological year. So let us bring this new astrological year in with a higher vibration. Just as I'm saying, whenever we have major changes, it's up to us to counter some of those lower vibrations by bringing ours higher. Okay? Okay. So let's get started with the readings. Let's hope my editing program that I downloaded works. Hello, my Leos. So we are entering into Aries season. So let's see what we have going on with Aries. I do feel it's going to be kind of a little bit of a shake-up type of energy for you. I get this kind of vibe that it's kind of like, oh, we're taking our nap, and it's kind of like being called to order. We're being called to step up. We're being called to order. I'm getting the call to order. But the thing is, it's us being, because I'm a Leo too, I feel like it's time for Leos to be leaders. Here it is. So let's see what we have here for the weekend. Here we go. First card is, let's make those pretty, or at least a little bit. There we go. First card is Ace of Water. Aces are wands, new beginnings. Water is our emotional energy. It is our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, just kind of like, there's this emotional, but it's also a spiritual energy too, okay? Aces, new beginnings, new starts. Now, this is a new emotional journey. Again, I feel like we're stepping up to be leaders. We're stepping up to kind of like a call to order. There's going to be this new emotional wave that we need to ride, or it could be that there are people around us are very emotional and we need to help them, kind of take them to that next step. Okay, but either way, it's a commitment. It's something that I kind of feel like we're called to do whatever this is. And it's kind of like, and I know we're getting into kind of a woo, it's kind of like callings. Remember, I talked a while back about coming into your passion and coming into, what you're meant to be. This is one of those times that we just bring that to that higher level. Okay, this weekend. So connect, because it's not always easy and many people will just not want to go down that route. So that's your choice, and we all have choices with that. So connect with your higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, archangels, whoever that be for you. Anyway, the Ace of Water, like I said, new emotional journey, new emotional, could be a commitment to falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth, and enhanced intuition, a new home. So there could be some movement in your house itself. It could also be, now think about it too, that a new home doesn't necessarily mean that you're moving, but your home is being reshaped or reframed. Anyway, this one's reversed, strong energy. The Queen of Air. Now, Queen's underlying energy is water. We just talked about water. Air energy is our Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It is thought processes. It's hearing news. It's kind of looking at things and thinking, what is the better way? It's not necessarily, while the queen has an emotional, out commitment with this, the queen does feel. It's also looking at things logically and kind of saying what needs to be done. And it's one of those things where it's like, I'm going to choose logic over emotion. Maybe I want to, give everything, but if I give everything, then I won't have anything else to give to anyone else. Okay, so this is looking at things and looking at more the logic over the emotion. But at the same time, you do feel strongly, you do feel caring. It's not that you are not caring. It's just, sometimes you need to do, in order to do the right thing, sometimes it's not easy. Okay, so let's see. The Queen of Air is independent, experienced, realistic, witty. Objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation. So these two are kind of like hand in hand with each other, because the Ace of Water is all about feeling emotion, all about let's jump into this. And the Queen of Air is kind of like, well, let's look at it from maybe a higher distance or higher altitude. Your last card here. Now it's the Queen of Fire. So I talked about what the underlying energy for Queen is. Fire energy is your energy. Also Aries, also Sagittarius, passionate, burning, it's very determined. So not only, so yes, it's kind of like, maybe finding a cause, maybe finding something that you believe strongly in also. Okay, but this is you stepping up to the plate. This is you, again, I said, it's kind of like my Leos. You're going to be called to lead. Now, does that mean that you're getting a promotion in your job? It could be. Does that mean you're on a project or, that, you need to be the one to just take charge? It could be. So I do feel that there's a lot of taking charge type of energy this weekend coming for my Leos. Here we are. Confident, warm, intelligent, graceful. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. So while people, I think that this is one that, and it kind of, kind of people might be running around and saying, no, this is what we need to do. You're going to look at it and say, whoa, wait a minute. This could be in your work or your home, or, could be your relationship. And it's kind of like, but this is what we need to do. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's wait. Let's look at this. Let's look at this from kind of like a higher altitude even. Okay. That takes courage. That takes a lot of courage, my Leos. So let's see what we have. This is reversed. The Two of Ariel. Now, Ariel is earth energy. That is our Capricorn, our Taurus, it's also our Virgo. Very solid energy, something you can touch. Could be your home, could be your work, job, career. It could be something however you create your money. So with this is very real, very tangible type of energy. So this would probably be going on in your work relationship, or in that, however, the people around you at work, they're all, maybe they're worried about their jobs or something, and you're kind of like, whoa, step back, let's step back. Again, this is you really taking charge, thinking things clearly, looking, and you might see, and it might be exactly what they're emotionally worried about. But the thing is, it's kind of like we still have to do our job. We still have to do, we still have to get, do our job in order to get paid. The two has some decision making, okay, crossroads with it. But this is also about seeing balance, about keeping, again, the emotions and the logic and the passion. This is about balance, okay? This is about not necessarily going and jumping in when that might not be the best solution, okay? Anyway, it's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So this does feel like there's going to be some drama in your work. Again, you're going to have to step up to the plate. You're going to have to take on the leadership skills, or many times when it comes down to work, you're kind of like, oh, there's so much better way to do it. But you've tried. You're kind of like, oh, just do what you want type of thing. Leave me alone. But in this case, you're going to be kind of like, I really don't want to get involved, but if I don't get involved, who will? And that's okay too. That is okay. So let's see what we have. What crystal or energy would be helpful for my Leos? Yeah, it's not an easy task this week, but at the same time, it's a task that you're geared up for, that you were kind of made for. This one, let's see what we have. Reversed. Moldavite. I love Moldavite. It feels really good. I do get a good energy with Moldavite. Anyway, healing, protection, telepathy, connection. Moldavite isn't cheap though. This little thing, I got this from Amazon. It was like $37. So it wasn't cheap, but I couldn't find Moldavite anywhere. Anyway, my Leos. Anyway, interesting weekend. We will see what we will see. Now, remember, I really appreciate all your support. So if you could press the button, hit the like, share, subscribe, I would really appreciate that too. As always, my Leos, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye. There we go.